Live from Amarillo, working in the Panhandle spirit, ABC7 News Midday starts now.
Thank you for being here this morning. I'm Johnny Atkinson, and this is ABC7 News Midday. And before we get to our headlines, Corbin is here to tell us what we can expect for our weather today. Corbin?
Thanks, Johnny. It's going to be a pretty quiet first half of the day. We may see a few isolated storms this afternoon, but certainly won't be like the coverage that we had yesterday.
And the rest of the week?
We'll start to dry things out. Should be a really nice night for Friday night football starting at the end of the week, and then we'll end up having a better chance of rain Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures, again, have been steady to climb. They're not very warm just yet, in the 70s and low 80s. Winds right now are from the northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And while we do have that generic thunderstorm risk over the entire area, really don't expect to see any severe storm potential today. Winds could gust up to around 50 miles per hour, but that's about the extent of as strong as our storms will get. Our dry eye index is at level 1 out of 4 for today. And again, we're going to talk a bit more about your weekend rain chances as well as today. The only big issue for us is we won't be as warm as we were yesterday. So some of us may not hit that convective temperature, but we'll talk about it in 15 minutes. Johnny?
Hey, thank you, Corbin. Well, recently, Amarillo National Bank sent a notice to its customers of looming bill increases due to the recent spike in property tax evaluations. The letter says that A&B is expecting this year's assessed property value to be considerably higher. ABC7's Mitchell Downing sat down with the bank's vice president of mortgage loans to see how customers will be affected and how they can get prepared.
I think for some borrowers there could be a significant increase. Not everybody across the board may see that, but it could be for some.
For homeowners in Amarillo who are already struggling with the spike in the cost of living, things may get worse before they get better. Amarillo National Bank, which serves thousands across the area, is warning their customers about the possibility of yet another property tax increase.
It was just kind of the basis of our letter, just kind of as a courtesy to kind of give them a heads up that this could be a possibility for something that might affect them in the later months.
According to the Potter-Randall County Appraisal District, home values in and around the city of Amarillo are at an all-time high.
Yeah, so the 2022 values, we just certified those in July. So they had a big increase from 2021.
On average, the appraisal district estimated homeowners in Potter and Randall counties saw an average spike of around 25%. Dagley blames low interest rates, limited availability in the housing market, and overall construction costs rising. And those increases haven't gone unnoticed.
For years, we'd been averaging around about 4,000 protests every year. In 2022, so just this last year, we had almost 9,000 protests.
With those increases now being certified, the window of opportunity for a protest is closed.
One of those things, we haven't really seen a value increase like this in a couple of years, so, but it's just like everything else, things are going up.
The increased taxes are expected to be sent out in December, and Bechtel encourages people to be prepared.
I think if they have a little bit of extra money that they could put into their escrow account every month or, every other month, just to maybe prepare for that increase.
If you bank with Amarillo National and want to find out more information on how to minimize the amount of increase to your payment, Bechtel encourages you to call the Mortgage Loan Servicing Department. Reporting in Amarillo, I'm Mitchell Downing, ABC7 News.
Well, work started yesterday on installing a new traditional stoplight traffic signal. This will replace the current flashing lights at the intersection of highways 287 and 207 in Claude. The news comes almost a year after the Armstrong County Sheriff was involved in a crash at that intersection. ABC7's Drew Powell has the story from Claude.
Experienced firsthand the trouble that we have with this intersection.
Armstrong County Sheriff Melissa Anderson had a wreck while on duty responding to a call on December 10th of last year. She says having a traffic signal at the intersection will help improve safety where two highways meet in Claude.
We have farm implements that come across 207 constantly that have to wait 15, 20 minutes to get across with their heavy equipment because this is so busy. It would give them a chance to get across safely.
They will add crosswalks to the intersection as well as the light, so that's going to be there. So there'll be some new striping that you'll see on 287.
A traffic study found between 11,000 and 14,000 vehicles drive through Claude a day. While work is underway, there will be an active construction zone, and drivers will need to pay extra attention while approaching and driving through.
From a safety perspective, number one, this is a dangerous intersection as it is. Has been for several years. It's very hard to get across when you're going north and south with that construction zone being there. Just going to take a little bit more diligence on people's parts to be safe.
There will be notifications on 287, both north and southbound 287, that will notify drivers of impending traffic light ahead.
So we're going to go throughout the holiday season with this construction happening. So, we just ask that people slow down. Once we have the light up, I think we're going to see a big change throughout this area.
The safety improvement project should be completed by mid-January of 2023. Drew Powell, ABC7 News.
Well, a man is accused of breaking into an animal shelter in Abilene, freezing many of the 150 dogs and stealing the shelter's van. According to police, the suspect, George Jones, made his way in early Friday morning, then opened cages to free the animals. Ultimately, 10 of the dogs escaped the building and 5 of them are still missing. One dog was found dead and several others injured from what police believe to be fighting amongst themselves. A medical fund has been established by a local group calling the All Kind Animal Initiative. And Jones has been charged with burglary, animal cruelty, and theft of a motor vehicle. 3 months after 21 lives were cut short, the high school football team from Uvalde scored 21 points in an emotional win. It was Uvalde's first game of the season. Lindsay Davis has the story.
With broken hearts but boundless resolve, the Uvalde High School Coyotes took to the football field Friday night, charging onto the gridiron, sporting their flag, Uvalde Strong. With hands to their hearts, the 54 players paused for the national anthem. Lots of maroon in the stands in honor of Uvalde's team. Even the opposing football team sported special decals. Once on the field, the Coyotes did not disappoint, giving Uvalde residents something to cheer for again.
Go, baby! Yeah!
The final score, Carrizo Wildcats 13, Uvalde Coyotes 21. A poignant reminder of the 21 lives lost 3 months ago in a shooting at Robb Elementary. The team's coach, Wade Miller, in the huddle post-game with this heartfelt message.
I don't know where this stands in the games that I've won as far as importance, because I've won some big playoff games and things like that. But right now, with the weight of the world on our shoulders and what you came out here and did tonight, I love you like you're my own children. You understand that? I could not be more proud of a group.
A much-needed win in a town still grieving so much loss.
1, 2, 3, family!
Well, in New Mexico, a teenager died in a rollover crash on I-40 east of San Juan. The state police say the driver of an SUV somehow lost control of the vehicle. 2 passengers were thrown from the SUV, including 18-year-old Kejuan Green of Nevada. He died from his injuries at a hospital. 2 other passengers were flown to hospitals for treatment. No word on their conditions. Police say that seatbelts were not properly used in this crash. And yesterday, the Amarillo area beef community raised over $100,000 for the Snack Pack for Kids Beef Fund. A check was presented at the Classic Golf Tournament held at the Tascosa Golf Club. It's the 4th year for the event, which has now raised a total of nearly $500,000. That money will provide beef protein to hungry students through the Snack Pack Weekend Hunger Program. The fund has been providing for hungry students in the Texas Panhandle since October of 2017. The program's founder says about 10% of the beef sticks needed for the entire school year will be funded by this donation.
Feeling lousy? Might be COVID-19, but flu is on the way. I'm Liz Bonus. What you need to know about separating the symptoms. It is just ahead.
And we do hang into a very slim chance of rain through the week, but most of us going to stay quiet. We're going to talk about those weekend rain chances coming up in just a few minutes.
The Storm Surge 7 Severe Weather Alert System
provides you with immediate storm alerts and warnings here.
Storm tracking here.
Interactive radar here.
Every day, every season.
The Storm Surge 7 Severe Weather Alert System. It's your first line of defense when weather threatens.
For every weather condition on every platform.
Psst, It's my favorite time of year. Lazy Boy's having a sale again.
Wow, I'm getting good at this.
The Labor Day sale. Save up to 30% off throughout the store. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Hi, this is Cody with High Plains Home Buyers. Do you have a house that's costing you too much time and money? Maybe you have equity you'd like to get out, or inherited a home you're not sure what to do with, or own an unwanted rental. We'll buy any property in any condition and pay cash in as little as 3 days, with no fees, no commission, and no hassle. If you're even thinking of selling your house, call us today at 806-414-1444.
No matter the condition when it's selling time, call High Plains for peace of mind.
It's nothing.
Sounds like something.
When you have nausea, heartburn, indigestion, unsystematic diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol coats and soothes for fast relief when you need it most.
We really had our hands full with our 2-year-old.
So naturally, we doubled down with a new puppy.
Thankfully, we also have new Tide Ultra Oxy with odor eliminators. Between stains and odors, it can handle double trouble.
For the #1 stain fighter and odor remover, it's got to be Tide.
If you're at home right now and you're suffering from burning, tingling, or numb feet, you need to pay special attention to this next segment as we discuss neuropathy.
What is neuropathy?
Peripheral neuropathy is actually nerve damage to the feet and the legs primarily.
And what are the symptoms?
The major symptoms we see are numbness, burning, muscle cramps, problems with your balance.
Is neuropathy treatable?
It is absolutely treatable, and we can get some great results.
If you're experiencing burning, tingling, numbness, coldness in your feet or hands, or having balance issues, call today for your nerve damage screening. Your nerve damage screening will tell you if you're at risk for serious complications and if you're a candidate for our innovative treatment program. Don't wait until your symptoms are so severe there is nothing that can be done. End-stage neuropathy leaves people confined to walkers, wheelchairs, and even amputations. The first 25 callers will receive a free nerve damage screening. Act now and call to schedule your nerve damage screening. First 25 callers receive this screening for free.
Psst, it's my favorite time of year. Lazy Boy's having a sale again.
Wow, I'm getting good at this.
The Labor Day sale. Save up to 30% off throughout the store. Lazy Boy. Live life comfortably.
Well, some schools are adopting remote learning for good, and over 1 in 10 new Texas residents migrated here from California. Jane King is at the NASDAQ with those stories and more in today's Texas Business Report.
Hello, Texas. More than 1 in 10 new Texas residents who relocated there from within the U.S. over the past 3 years came from California. And the influx is fueling growth in businesses such as In-N-Out Burger. 11% of new Texans originated from California, the most of any other state. Well, Cheniere Energy, the biggest U.S. exporter of liquefied natural gas, wants to expand its complex on the Texas coast. If approved, construction would commence in October of 2024 with a projected in-service date in the second half of 2031. Well, school districts in Texas creating full-time remote learning this fall for the first time. Dallas's iLearn Academy says the virtual option is appropriate for about 4% of students who suffer from social anxiety, are sick, or whose families may be moving. And a group of 18 U.S. representatives is demanding Cordova answer questions about its no-interest financing options for the purchase of guns and ammunition. They want to know what safeguards Cordova has in place. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Texas Business Report.
Fur, you won't faze me. Unlike Zyrtec, Allegra won't make me drowsy.
Allegra starts working 2 times faster than Claritin. So take Allegra before allergy symptoms take over you.
And new Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
With Choice Hotels, missing family rides means you book it. Whatever your reason, save up to 20% when you book over 7,100 locations at choicehotels.com.
Why hide your skin? If Dupixent has your moderate to severe eczema or atopic dermatitis under control.
Hide my skin? Not me.
By hitting eczema where it counts, Dupixent helps heal your skin from within, keeping you one step ahead of eczema.
Hide my skin? Not me.
And that means long-lasting, clearer skin and fast itch relief for adults. With Dupixent, you can show more skin with less eczema.
Hide my skin? Not me.
Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. When you help heal your skin from within, you can change how your skin looks and feels. And that's the kind of change you notice. Talk to your eczema specialist about Dupixent, a breakthrough eczema treatment.
Icy Hot Pro. Ice works fast to freeze your pain and your doubt. Heat makes it last, so you'll never sit this one out. Icy Hot Pro with 2 max strength pain relievers.
Does your vitamin C last 24 hours? Only Nature's Bounty does. With Immune 24-Hour Plus, you get longer-lasting vitamin C, plus herbal and other immune superstars. Get more with Nature's Bounty.
2 Sonic Chop House cheeseburgers coming up.
Adding the crispy onions.
Spreading the Chop House aioli.
Sonic Chop House cheeseburger, ready for pickup.
Amarillo, Buddy's Home Furnishings is now open. Huge selections of the best name brand furniture, appliances, electronics, and more. We're your one-stop shop for home furnishings. At Buddy's, you can own it faster for less, with flexible payment plans, no credit needed, and 6 months same as cash. Come see why everyone is making the switch to Buddy's. Free same-day delivery on in-stock items. Visit us today for all your home furnishings, and when you add it up, Buddy's is better.
Every search you make, every click you take, every move you make, every step you take, I'll be watching you.
The internet doesn't have to be so creepy. DuckDuckGo is a free all-in-one privacy app with a built-in search engine, web browser, one-click data clearing, and more. Stop companies like Google from watching you by downloading the app today. DuckDuckGo. Privacy simplified.
Get the ABC7 Amarillo News app now. Instant alerts the second news breaks. Watch ABC7 Amarillo News anywhere. Download the ABC7 Amarillo News app now. Sponsored by Capital Farm Credit.
The all-new 2 for $5 menu at Sonic. Choose a Fritos chili cheese wrap, small jumbo popcorn chicken, or a 1/4-pound double cheeseburger. Just $5. The 2 for $5 menu, only at Sonic or in the app.
You nervous?
It's finally here. My lifelong dream of being in the FBI. We got this. We're feds.
And now, your Storm Surge 7 forecast with meteorologist Corbin Vogus.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We had some decent rainfall totals in a few locations yesterday. We had 2/10 of an inch in Perryton, not a tremendous amount there. Officially, 6,500 of an inch going down on the board for Amarillo. We had about a ½ inch here in KVII. Lots more rain on the east side of town than the west. Over an inch of rain in Silverton. Palo Duro Canyon State Park at the rim, they had almost 2 inches of rain. They were about 2 1/4 at the floor of the canyon on the south side of the park. Southeast of Amarillo by 7 miles, had over an inch of rain. Some lesser totals out towards Hart, J.A. Ranch, 9 miles northeast of Amarillo, only picking up 1,600 of an inch of rain. But Stratford and Hooker, Oklahoma, had around 3/10 of an inch. So again, some of us benefited from some rainfall. We'll have another round of isolated storms today. Probably not good as good of coverage as what we had yesterday. Our current temperatures are in the 70s and the low 80s, and those winds from the east at around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, we've got that generic thunderstorm risk for today. Really aren't going to be as warm as we were yesterday, so there's not as much instability available in the atmosphere. So those storms won't be as strong. They'll only see winds gusting up to 50 miles per hour and potentially up to dime-sized hail. Most of these storms are going to really favor the southern side of the Texas Panhandle, from Childress and Paducah all the way back to Clovis and Portales. Again, if you're further north than I-40, it's a very good chance that you stay dry for today. Moving into your 5 to 8 p.m. time frame, that's probably the main window when we'll have storms come passing through the south side of the Texas Panhandle. Then we'll end up with mostly clear skies tonight and temperatures back into the mid-60s. For your Wednesday afternoon, more clouds build, but we're not hot enough to hit that convective temperature. So a lot of us just see those fair weather cumulus clouds, may see some showers and storms further south back towards Midland and Odessa, but not here in the Texas Panhandle. Here's your rain chances for today. Very low, 20 and 30% across the board. As we're watching the weekend, though, we could see our next cold front come moving into the forecast region. So what that would do is potentially increase our rain chances once we get closer towards Saturday afternoon. We'll see some isolated storms potentially pop up in the PM hours both Saturday and Sunday. So that's something that we're going to watch closely through the rest of the work week. We're right there on the edge of potentially either being in that dry sector or potentially above normal for your rainfall. Really is going to depend on the exact track of those next few disturbances as we move into next week from September 4th through September 8th. So again, encouraging you guys to tune back in closer to Friday. Highs for today will be in the 80s and low 90s, just maybe a few degrees shy of what we normally would see this time of the year. Lows will tumble into the 60s tonight. Your high temperatures on Wednesday, right around where they are today, will end up around 80 in Clovis and Portales and 85 in Amarillo. Here's a look at your 7-day tracker. We're going to hang on to about a 10% chance of rain every day, but most going to stay dry. Should be a nice night for Friday night football. And then this weekend, sitting at a 20% chance of rain with just slightly below normal temperatures. Johnny?
Thank you, Corbin. Well, there are new concerns today that we may be headed for one of the worst flu seasons that we've seen in years. As medical reporter Liz Bonus explains, while the typical season is October through March, this year's flu season appears to have already started.
Hey there, everybody. It's not widespread yet, but already isolated cases of the flu are being reported in doctors' offices. It's a bit confusing for parents, especially right now, because symptoms in kids are very similar to COVID-19, actually in all of us. In most age groups, COVID-19 cases are declining, but not in kids 17 and younger. And with kids back in class and back in sports, and the rest of us not working from home as much as we were doing in the pandemic, here's what the pharmacy team at Cedarville University says we should know about this year's season.
You know, it's on the horizon. That's certainly a concern, especially with some of the reports coming out of Australia, which are indicating it may be a bad flu season.
Dr. Scott Wood says in his family medicine practice at Ohio's Tri-Health, the past 2 weeks, he's started seeing patients who do test positive for the flu. He does need to test because he said a lot of the symptoms do overlap.
Anytime you get into the body aches, fever, or significant malaise, you know, just tired and can't get up, then you're probably dealing with the virus.
We tend to mirror the southern hemisphere when it comes to seasonal flu, and epidemiologists say based on Australia's worst flu season in 5 years and the new variants of COVID-19, they do expect to see the twin-demic this year.
It's always a guessing game as to which strains are going to be dominant. And that's the challenge that we face every year with the flu vaccine. Why some years it's really great and other years it's not so great.
Now, the good news is there are some early signs that the high-dose vaccine does appear to protect those at highest risk of death, 65 and older, according to a new Danish study. We won't know yet, however, how well this year's flu vaccine actually works until we get more people vaccinated. And that means not just in older adults, in younger groups, too. Just a reminder, allergies come on with the season. COVID-19 is a respiratory illness, but so is the flu. Both tend to hit suddenly. And with the flu, body aches and fever do tend to be typical symptoms. So you're going to have to look out for those as flu makes its way here. I'm medical reporter Liz Bonus. Now back to you.
Well, it's looking like we're in store for a beautiful week ahead, but are there any chances of rain in the forecast? Corbin will have some answers after the break, so stay with us.
Friday through Monday only at Ashley's Labor Day Weekend Mattress Sale. Get a free adjustable base on qualifying mattress purchases. Plus, shop Tempur-Pedic Queen mattresses starting at $34 per month. Friday through Monday only at Ashley.
At Family Camping Service Center, we've got fun for the whole family.
Take the comforts of home on the road while you lighten your load in a Rockwood fifth wheel from Family Camping Service Center. Come see the new bunkhouse models with new mid-bunks and the always popular rear bunks. You'll find the perfect camper for your family, vehicle, and budget. Plus, a nice selection of used camp trailers as well at
Family Camping Service Center has something for everyone.
When moderate to severe ulcerative colitis persists, put it in check with Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
When UC got unpredictable, I got rapid symptom relief with Rinvoq. Check.
When UC held me back, I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
And when UC got the upper hand,
Rinvoq helped visibly repair the colon lining. Check. Rapid symptom relief, lasting steroid-free remission, and a chance to visibly repair the colon lining. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Put UC in check and keep it there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Sculpting the perfect body takes time. Quitting smoking does too. But with a little help, you can do it. Get the resources and support you need to quit smoking from the American Cancer Society at cancer.org/smokeout.
My parents just throws a shot of them on a date night, and she says, "Hi from the mountains." Look at them, gallivanting around some mountains. I don't know where they are, but...
Ryan, I'm fairly certain that's your backyard in California.
Next live, James Patterson plus Constance Wu.
I know you haven't been there lately, but
they really put in some sod since I got there.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on ABC7.
Labor Day savings are even bigger this weekend at Ashley. Shop doorbusters up to 50% off, starting at $119. Find this sofa now only $349, or this 5-piece dining set now only $629. Friday through Monday only at Ashley.
Well, Corbin, how's the day shaping up?
You know, John, it's probably going to be a pretty nice afternoon for a lot of us. We will have a few thunderstorms probably this afternoon, but those will be probably pushed way south of the Texas Panhandle. So places like Childress, Paducah, maybe some rain, but the rest of us pretty quiet with highs in the 80s.
And then clearing up the rest of the week.
Yeah, we're going to hang on to about a 10% chance of rain the rest of the week, but again, pretty quiet overall. Highs today, again, 80s and lower 90s, not too far away from what the normal is this time of the year. Rain chances, it's pretty low, 20 and 30%, so most of us going to miss out on any moisture this afternoon. Here's a quick look at your 7-day tracker. Overall, going to be quiet Wednesday through Friday, just a 10% chance of rain. Good night for Friday night football, a high of 88. Should be very similar to what you experienced last Friday. And then a weak cold front this weekend. Going to boost those rain chances up a little bit, 20% for right now. We're going to watch it closely this week.
Yeah, a good night for Friday football. Well, thank you for being here for ABC7 News Midday. We're always online at abc7amarillo.com.
Have a great day.
There's no one else.
I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe.
Ooh.
There's only one Judge Judy.
I'm getting you to smile.
Oh, yeah. Judge Judy.
Now, when it matters most, the straightforward facts. ABC News is America's #1 news. #1 in the morning, #1 in the evening.